Silent stress is one of the most overlooked challenges in modern life. It does not always appear as panic, breakdown, or visible struggle. Instead, it builds slowly through daily habits, unspoken worries, and unresolved responsibilities. Many people continue their routine without realizing that their energy is being drained internally. They feel tired without understanding the reason because the stress is not loud, it is subtle. This type of stress often comes from unfinished goals, constant comparison with others, and the pressure to meet expectations. When we set intentions but fail to act on them, our mind keeps reminding us. When we delay important decisions, mental tension increases. When we ignore personal growth, we feel stuck. The mind is designed for progress, and when progress stops, discomfort begins. Silent stress can also develop from negative thinking patterns. Overthinking small problems, worrying about the future, or replaying past mistakes creates continuous mental pressure. Even if everything seems normal on the outside, the inner world may be unsettled. This hidden burden affects focus, sleep, confidence, and emotional balance. Understanding silent stress is the first step toward overcoming it. Awareness allows us to recognize the signals early. Once we acknowledge that something needs attention, we gain the power to change it. Growth begins when we stop ignoring what our mind is trying to communicate. Taking responsibility for your inner state is one of the most powerful decisions you can make in life. Many people blame circumstances, other people, or timing for their stress. While external challenges do exist, the way you respond to them determines your level of peace. When you accept ownership of your thoughts, habits, and actions, you shift from feeling controlled to becoming in control. Responsibility does not mean denying difficulties. It means choosing your reaction wisely. If you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself what part of your routine needs improvement. If you feel stuck, examine your daily habits. Small decisions repeated over time shape your mental condition. When you avoid responsibility, stress increases because unresolved issues remain in your mind. But when you address them directly, clarity replaces confusion. Taking responsibility also builds confidence. Every time you complete a task you postponed, you strengthen your self-trust. Every time you face a challenge, instead of escaping it, you develop resilience. This process reduces silent stress because your mind no longer carries unfinished commitments. Inner peace grows when your actions align with your goals. When you decide to improve your discipline, health, relationships, and thinking patterns, stress begins to decrease naturally. Responsibility is not a burden. It is empowerment. It reminds you that change does not depend on luck. It depends on your willingness to grow and act consistently. Clarity and discipline are two of the strongest tools for reducing stress and building a stable life. When your goals are unclear, your mind works harder than necessary. It tries to guess, adjust, and worry about possibilities. This mental confusion creates unnecessary pressure. But when you define exactly what you want, your energy becomes focused. Direction brings calmness because you are no longer drifting. You are moving intentionally. Clarity turns chaos into structure. It helps you decide what deserves your time and what does not. Without clarity, distractions control you. With clarity, you control your attention. This simple shift dramatically reduces stress because you stop reacting to everything around you. Instead, you prioritize what truly matters. Discipline supports clarity by turning plans into action. Knowing your goals is not enough, consistent effort is required. Discipline means doing what is necessary even when motivation is low. It means maintaining healthy habits, managing time wisely, and staying committed to improvement. Each disciplined action builds confidence and reduces anxiety. When you keep promises to yourself, your mind feels organized and strong. Stress often increases when life feels unpredictable. Clarity creates predictability. Discipline creates stability. Together, they form a foundation that supports emotional balance. When your daily routine aligns with your long-term vision, inner tension decreases. You begin to feel grounded, focused, and in control of your progress. Stress does not always disappear by avoiding it. In many cases, it becomes stronger when ignored. However, when you learn to use stress as a signal for growth, it transforms into a powerful teacher. Every feeling of pressure can reveal an area in your life that needs attention. Instead of seeing stress as an enemy, you can view it as feedback. It is showing you where improvement is required. Growth begins when you decide to respond differently. If stress comes from lack of preparation, then preparation becomes the solution. If it comes from poor habits, then better habits reduce it. If it comes from fear, then courage becomes the answer. When you face challenges with a learning mindset, you turn obstacles into opportunities. This shift in thinking changes your entire experience of life. Physical health, mental strength, and emotional stability all improve when you focus on personal development. Reading, learning new skills, exercising, and improving daily routines create positive momentum. As you grow, confidence increases and stress decreases naturally. Growth builds resilience, which means you become stronger under pressure instead of breaking under it. Silent stress loses its power when you take consistent action towards self-improvement. Each small step forward reduces inner tension. Progress replaces stagnation. Purpose replaces confusion. By choosing growth over avoidance, you transform stress into strength and develop a mindset that can handle any challenge with confidence and clarity. True transformation begins when you decide that silent stress will no longer control your life. Many people wait for motivation, perfect timing, or external support. But real change starts internally. When you take responsibility for your mindset and actions, you regain power. The moment you choose discipline over excuses, growth begins. Life becomes lighter when you simplify it. Instead of trying to manage everything at once, focus on daily improvement. Small, consistent efforts create long-term stability. You do not need dramatic changes, you need steady progress. Each productive day reduces mental clutter. Each healthy decision strengthens your confidence. Each completed goal builds momentum. Stress often feels overwhelming because it is carried alone. When you develop better habits, set clear priorities, and align your actions with your goals, you create balance. Balance reduces pressure. Balance increases clarity. Balance brings peace. Remember that progress is more important than perfection. You will not eliminate stress overnight, but you can reduce it step by step. When you commit to growth, your inner world becomes stronger. When you improve your thinking, your emotions stabilize. When you improve your habits, your future improves. Silent stress loses its power when you decide to rise above it. Every day is an opportunity to choose growth, discipline, and responsibility. That choice alone can change the direction of your life and lead you toward confidence, strength, and lasting inner peace. In conclusion, silent stress is not something to ignore. It is something to understand and transform. It begins quietly, grows gradually, and affects your energy, focus, and emotional balance. But once you become aware of it, you gain the power to control it. Awareness is the first step toward freedom. When you take responsibility for your thoughts and actions, you shift from reacting to leading your life. Clarity gives you direction, and discipline gives you stability. Together, they reduce confusion and create inner peace. Growth turns pressure into progress, and consistent improvement strengthens your confidence over time. Remember, stress is often a signal, not a sentence. It is pointing you toward better habits, clearer goals, and stronger decisions. Instead of avoiding it, use it as motivation to improve. Small daily actions, positive thinking, and personal discipline can completely change your inner experience. Your life improves when you decide to grow. Your stress decreases when you choose clarity. Your strength increases when you accept responsibility. Do not ignore silent stress. Listen to it, learn from it, and rise above it. The moment you commit to self-improvement, you transform pressure into power and move toward a more focused, balanced, and purposeful life.